Guys, Roberto here again with Innovative Sports Training. Today is part 2 of our Health Detective Series talk on cancer. Let's jump right into it. Now today I'm going to focus more on how to prevent cancer and possibly even to reverse it in some cases. Now, as I talked about yesterday, cancer is a fungus, basically a fungus in the body. So in order to kill it, to control it, to manage it, you have to starve the fungus. You have to kill it. And the host has to do a good job of that. And you are the host. We are the host. Our bodies are the hosts. Now the first 3 are related to food, basically. A good keto eating plan is good. You put your body into ketosis. And there's rock solid evidence and studies that prove that when you go through ketosis, on a regular basis, you will starve those cancer cells. So getting in a good ketogenic diet eating plan. Low carb, high fat. It doesn't necessarily have to be ketosis, but keep the carbs very low and the fat levels high. Good fat, that is, of course, and protein levels at a moderate level. Zero sugar, alcohol, and grains. So if you are battling cancer, or you're more susceptible to cancer, guys, I can't emphasize this enough. Get away from the sugar, stay off the booze, stay off the breads and the cereals. You've got to do it. I know some of you may be a little addicted to it and have a problem with it, but you got to get off that crap because all you're doing is feeding the fungus and making it worse. Now, they've proven in studies that vitamin D consumption will lower the risk of pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, and rectal cancers. That's pretty darn big. Those are some major big time issues right there. Pancreatic, breast, colon, rectal cancers. So give that some serious thought there. Baking soda. Probably never heard of that, have you? Taking baking soda, and I'll talk more about this in the future. I think I'll do a whole topic, a lecture on this actually. Baking soda will increase the pH levels in the body. And when you increase the pH levels in the body, you make it more alkaline. Cancer loves an acidic environment. So when the pH levels are high, the environment is more alkaline and less acidic. Therefore, you're starving the fungus. Reduce the stress as much as possible. Boy, you got to do that, guys. If you notice there's an underlying tone to all of these topics that I talk about. A lot of it's stress. And stress brings on that cortisol stuff, which is the next one. Test your cortisol levels. You can do that here with me. I'll be glad to sit down and work with you on that. Test your cortisol levels through a not blood test on this one, a saliva test. You have to do it 4 times a day to check the rhythm of your cortisol to see if it's doing the right thing. It should be high in the morning and low in the evening. If it's doing this, you got some issues. You're stressed out. And that actually can lead to some cancer issues, guys, over the long period of time. Methfar. And what this is methylene tetrahydrofolate reductase. Say that about 5 times real fast. Now, many of you probably never heard of this. What this does, this converts vitamin B9 to a usable form in the body. And basically what this is another measure of how well your body is detoxifying and cleaning itself out. That's what it is. It also helps the body chemical reactions. It helps in methylation, obviously. And it's a big time detox of the body. So, if there's just one mutation found in the body, just one, it can reduce the methylation process, which is your detoxifying process, which is your cleaning the house process within the body, by 50%. If there's 2 mutations found, it can reduce that process, detoxification process, by 90%. That's opening up the door for more bad stuff happening, like this. Cancer. Now there is a blood test you can take for this. I can also help you with that. So contact me. I can sit down and go over the results with you. We can draw up a plan. Strengthen the mitochondria. Now, once again, look up Otto Warburg. Otto Warburg, he's a brilliant scientist. Back in the early 1900s, he came up with this theory. Really, it's more than just a theory now, it's fact. When you strengthen the mitochondria, you will reduce your chances of practically all diseases and illnesses. But you got to get that mitochondria strong, which is the powerhouse of the cell. You can do that through good strength training exercises and endurance exercises. Not going out running 20 miles necessarily, but good circuit type training, short burst type training. For example, running for a minute. Let's say you do a treadmill for a minute, and you do weightlifting for a minute. So you kind of flip off like that, but you go nonstop. You get the heart rate going, you get the lung capacity taxed a little bit. Circuit training that emphasizes strength and endurance, just not endurance or just not and or strength, but a combination of both. That has been found to increase the mitochondrial capacity. The next one, fasting. Now I did a series on this. Listen to that particular Health Detective series talk. Intermittent fasting, prolonged fasting, another way of detoxing the body and cleaning the system out. Turmeric. Now, this has become really popular today. A lot of people are doing the turmeric thing. It's good. Make sure it's just good, whole turmeric without, artificial junk in it. It's an adaptogenic herb that helps to block free radicals. Now, free radicals is the bad stuff that gets into your system and can cause oxidation, thus leading to cancer-like tumors. Now the last two, hyperbaric chamber, infrared saunas, I won't go into a lot of detail on those. You can look those up on your own. But these are two very good ways of detoxing the body. Once again, get inside a hyperbaric chamber or an infrared sauna. Now some people don't like saunas because they don't like being hot like that. That's fine. But you don't have to necessarily do these. But in fact, you don't need to do all of this stuff necessarily. But you better be finding somewhere in here that you can apply to your life and reduce your susceptibility to cancer. And if you already have cancer, the biggest thing that I would recommend, guys, is getting in a good keto eating plan, intermittent fasting, start exercising, reduce your stress. Take lots of vitamin D, get off the sugar, get off the booze, get off the grains. Those are the handful I would really recommend if you're already currently or dealing with cancer. Now let me ask you guys a question. Isn't this much better than going through radiation or chemotherapy? Isn't this much better, guys? And it doesn't have the side effects that chemo does, that radiation does. Because all that stuff is doing there, yes, you can kill some really bad stuff in your system, but you're killing off a lot of good stuff in your system too. It can actually make you weaker. Guys, I hope this has helped you and educated you. That's the purpose of why I do these talks, is to enlighten you, to empower you, to educate you. My name is Roberto Parker once again. My business is Innovative Sports Training. I do hormonal assessments. I do nutritional assessments. I do lifestyle coaching assessments. I do training, exercise, sports development, sports performance training. I work with people one-on-one. I do group classes. Anything you want to do, guys, I can customize it to your liking. If you're having some issues in your life with your health, I'll be more than happy to sit down with you for 30 minutes one time to see if it's a good fit, to see if my plan will fit into your schedule, to find out if it's a good fit for both of us. This has been another Health Detective series. Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you and your families. Bye-bye.